Okay, picture this. You grab a cookie, maybe it's still warm from the oven, you take that first bite, and boom, you just feel amazing. Your whole brain lights up. But how does that actually happen? What's going on in there?
I mean, really, why does it feel that good? Is that cookie made of pure magic? Because sometimes it sure feels like it, doesn't it? Well, it turns out it's not exactly magic, but the real story is honestly even cooler. It's all thanks to a very special chemical that your very own brain makes all by itself.
And that chemical has a name you've probably heard before, dopamine. And yeah, it kind of sounds like a superhero, which is perfect because in a way, it really is. It's the superhero of motivation.
So to really get what dopamine does, let's try a little thought experiment. Imagine your brain is a giant, bustling city. All your brain cells, they're the millions of workers keeping everything running. And dopamine? Well, dopamine is the super fast, super important messenger zipping around town with the most exciting news.
And what's that exciting news? Just imagine, dopamine is your most energetic friend, running through the streets of your brain city, basically shouting, "Hey, get ready, something awesome is about to happen. This is going to be great." It's the chemical signal for pure, exciting anticipation.
And that right there brings us to the most fascinating part of this whole story. See, dopamine isn't really about the good feeling you get when something great happens. It's all about the incredible excitement you feel right before it happens. It's the power of almost. You see, your brain is a fantastic learner. It pays attention, so when you smell your favorite cookies baking or you see your best friend running towards you for a hug, your brain goes, "Hey, wait a minute, I remember this." This leads to something amazing, and it releases dopamine to get you all hyped up before you even get that cookie or that hug.
You totally know this feeling. Think of it as the amusement park effect. The second you find out you're going, the dopamine starts to flow. That's why it's so hard to sleep the night before something really fun is planned. Your brain's dopamine system is already having a party, getting you pumped for the good times that are on their way. But this system is way more than just a simple alarm bell for fun things. It's incredibly smart. It doesn't just react, it learns, and it predicts. Think of it like a super smart assistant that's always taking notes on what makes you feel rewarded. It remembers every little detail, what something looked like, what it smelled like, what it sounded like. That's why you can start to feel happy just by walking into your favorite pizza place. Before you've even ordered, your brain recognizes the signs, remembers all those great meals, and starts the excitement nice and early. Now, it's a fantastic system when everything goes right. But remember, it's all based on a prediction. So what happens when that prediction turns out to be wrong? When that amazing thing you were so excited for just doesn't happen? This slide shows exactly why disappointment feels so yucky. Over on the left, you've got the expectation. You hear that ice cream truck music and your dopamine soars. Your brain is ready to party. But then look at the right side. The reality hits. They're all out of your favorite flavor. And notice what happens to your dopamine. It doesn't just go back to normal. It actually plummets way below where it started. It's literally the chemical feeling of a party being canceled. Okay, so we know a failed prediction feels bad, but what if the outcome isn't a sure thing in the first place? What if there's a little bit of mystery involved? Well, this is where your brain actually gets even more interested. Let's talk about why a little uncertainty can be so exciting. Think about it. If you knew for a fact you'd get a reward at 3 p.m. every day, that would be nice, but eventually it might get a little less exciting. But if you only might get that reward, ooh, that possibility, that little bit of mystery, keeps your dopamine system way more engaged. It's a huge reason why games are so much fun. You never know for sure when you're going to hit the jackpot. And hey, this isn't just about getting stuff from the outside world. Dopamine is also your brain's own personal cheerleader. When you finally figure out how to do something hard, like solving a tough puzzle or learning a new skill, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine. It's your brain's way of saying, "Yes, that was awesome. All that effort was totally worth it." Okay, so this brings us to the single biggest, most important idea we're going to talk about. We really need to clear up a super common misunderstanding about what dopamine actually does. So here it is, the big reveal. Dopamine is not the happiness chemical. It's the get ready for happiness chemical. It's the feeling of anticipation. It's your brain shouting, "Hey, pay attention, get moving. Something that will probably make you happy is just around the corner." This party analogy just hits the nail on the head. Look at the column on the left. Dopamine is all the stuff that happens before you even get there. It's picking out your outfit, it's the drive over, it's that buzzy feeling as you're walking up to the front door. Now look at the right. The actual happiness, that comes from other chemicals when you're already at the party. dancing with your friends and eating cake. So, when you boil it all down, dopamine is the chemical of motivation. It is the fuel that gets you off the couch to chase after your goals, to seek out new experiences, and to do the things that will, eventually, lead to joy and satisfaction. It's what gets you moving.
And this incredible system isn't just for big events. It's on 24/7, humming along in the background. It's that little jolt of joy when you wake up and remember it's Saturday. It's that quiet little push to finish your homework because you're already anticipating how good it'll feel to be done. It's always there, nudging you forward.
All right, we have covered a ton of ground here, from brain cities to canceled ice cream parties. So what are the big ideas you should really walk away with? Okay, here's the recap. Number 1, dopamine is all about motivation. 2, it's the feeling of anticipation, not the reward itself. 3, it's a super smart system that learns from what you do and rewards you for your effort. And this last one, this is the most powerful part. It means you can actually help train your brain to get excited about good-for-you things. And that really leaves us with one final, awesome question. Now that you know you have this incredible motivation system inside you, a system that you can actually teach, what will you teach your dopamine system to get excited about?